WWE Survivor Series, WarGames, 2022 review. It's WWE Survivor Series 2022 with 2 WarGames matches, plus 2 title matches and plenty more. Most importantly, it's WarGames. This is the last WWE Premium Live event, or pay-per-view if you prefer that term, of the year for the main roster. I'm watching on WWE Network here in Canada since we don't have Peacock like those of you in the United States use. After 35 years of WWE Survivor Series events featuring elimination tag team matches nearly every year, Triple H and his creative team decided to change things up this year. It's the first time the main roster, Raw and SmackDown, has featured a WarGames match on a PPV/PLE, and we get to see 2 of them. I enjoyed them when Triple H brought WarGames to NXT, and I look forward to seeing what the main roster talent will do. The women's WarGames match is up first. Let's get to it. WWE Survivor Series. From TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. November 26, 2022. The opening video package aired playing the Black Sabbath song War Pigs with legendary rocker Ozzy Osbourne singing the song while clips were shown of the wrestlers competing on the show. There was an impressive pyro display to welcome us to the show. The Boston crowd was full of energy as Michael Cole announced the attendance was 15,609 people. It was Cole on commentary at ringside with Corey Graves. That's the PPV/PLE commentary team rather than having different announcers throughout the show. Here are the WarGames rules if you need to see them. They had cages by the entrance area as the women made their entrances. The babyface team led by Bianca Belair was up with Becky Lynch up first, followed by Alexa Bliss. Asuka was next. Mission Mia Yim was fourth, and the Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair was last. Belair started the match for her team. The entrances took place for the team led by Bayley with Rhea Ripley up first, followed Nikki Cross. Damage Control was next with Bayley and Io Sky going into the cage, while Dakota Kai started the match for her team. Women's WarGames match, Team Belair, Bianca Belair, Asuka, Mia Yim, Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch versus Team Bayley, Bayley, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross. It was Belair and Kai starting the match for the first 5 minutes. As a reminder, there are 2 rings side by side with a cage surrounding it and no roof on the cage. Belair hit a dropkick early on. They went into the other ring with Belair hitting a shoulder tackle knockdown. Belair continued on offense with a backbreaker. Kai got some offense as she sent Belair into the turnbuckle and hit a running boot to the face. Belair and Kai got back in the ring. Belair tried using the air as a weapon and Kai hit a scorpion kick to the head. Belair got a hold of Kai leading to a slam backward. Belair sent Kai into the cage a few times. Belair gave Kai a powerbomb into the cage. Io Sky was next up for her team as she hit Belair with a dropkick. This interval was 3 minutes long. Belair was on the turnbuckle, she did a backflip off the ropes and Sky did a head scissors takedown. Kai and Sky took turns working over Belair a bit, but Belair countered a double team move with a double suplex. Sky hit a missile dropkick on Belair to knock her down. Asuka was second in for her team as she caught Kai's kick and hit a German suplex. Asuka faced off with Sky, leading to Sky hitting a running knee, but Asuka came back with a hip attack. Asuka delivered a series of strikes, then a leg sweep, and Asuka hit a running knee on Sky. Kai and Asuka battled on a turnbuckle, leading to Asuka kicking Kai to knock her down. Belair did a press slam sending Kai into the cage. Asuka hit a missile dropkick on Sky. Belair and Asuka celebrated with a high five as the fans cheered them. Belair with a suplex on Kai while Asuka fought with Sky, leading to the next entrant. Nikki Cross was third for the heel team as she went under the ring and brought some weapons into the cage like trash can lids, kendo sticks and more as the fans chanted "We want tables," but there was no table brought into the ring. Cross hit Belair with a trash can lid to the back. Cross hit a tornado DDT off the ropes on Belair. Cross hit a slam off the shoulders on Asuka, followed by some jacket attacking while Cross made some crazy faces against the cage. Cross hit Belair in the back with a trash can lid. The clock ticked down for the next entrant. Alexa Bliss was the third woman for the face team as she went into the ring and was on fire with offense on all 3 opponents, including a dropkick on Cross. Asuka and Bliss did a double team punch/bulldog combo that sent Sky into a trash can lid. Bliss gave Kai a Hurricane Rana onto a trash can lid. Belair grabbed a kendo stick from Cross and broke it. Cross climbed up to the cage and laughed at the carnage while Sky and Bliss were attacking some of Nikki's teammates with kendo sticks. Belair used her hair to whip Sky and Kai with her braided hair. Cross stood on the platform at the top of the cage and jumped onto the pile of women with a cross body block. Great spot there. Bayley was fourth for her team as she brought in 2 ladders from under the ring with Kai helping Bayley bring the ladders into the ring. The fans chanted "We want tables again" as Bayley brought out a table from under the ring. Belair sent Kai into the turnbuckle while the other women were all battling in the other ring and Bayley eventually got into the ring. Bayley took about 90 seconds to get into the ring as she sent Belair into the turnbuckle. Bayley and friends used a table to hit Belair in the ribs and slam her head into the table. I should point out there's a camera guy between the 2 cages to provide some great shots of the action. Sky hit an assisted moonsault onto Bliss. Bayley hit Asuka with a suplex. Kai hit a double stomp to Asuka's ribs. Mia Yim was fourth for her team and she brought some trash can into the ring. Graves was calling her mission as well since that's her nickname. Yim got some offense with the trash cans that she used to throw at her opponents and Yim hit a facebuster into a trash can lid. Yim whipped Kai into the cage followed by some kicks to Kai's head. Yim drove Kai's head face first into the trash can lid. Belair finally broke free from behind the table and jabbed it into Bayley's ribs. Yim jumped on Bayley with a tackle. Belair hit Bayley with a forearm. They did some suplex spots to knock everybody down before the next entrant. Rhea Ripley was last for her team as she dominated right away by sending Belair into Asuka and then Ripley hit Belair with a German suplex. Bliss jumped onto Ripley, who caught Bliss and hit a suplex. Ripley tossed Bliss into the cage to put her down. Ripley held Asuka in submission leading to Sky running the ropes and hitting a dropkick. Cross was sitting on the top rope while her team was in full control. Yim hit a running attack onto a trash can that was in front of Ripley. Bayley caught a charging Yim leading to Sky hitting Yim with a trash can. Kai hit a double foot stomp on Yim after. Becky Lynch was the final entrant. The ring announcer Alicia Taylor shouted, "Now let the War Games begin." That means the first pinfall or submission wins. There was a referee in each of the 2 rings. Lynch looked sharp as she got into the ring and cleaned house on the heels including a leg drop onto a trash can that was on Sky's head. Lynch got into the far ring with Bayley and called her a little bitch leading to them fighting as they exchanged forearms. Lynch knocked Bayley down followed by repeated stomps while Bayley was on the mat. Ripley confronted Lynch. Ripley blocked 2 punches and hit a headbutt. Lynch avoided Riptide by Ripley. Bayley got involved and then Ripley hit Riptide for 2 as Asuka made the save. Asuka hit Bayley with a backhand to the face. Asuka spit the green mist in Ripley's face and Lynch hit Ripley with a DDT. Bayley sent Asuka into the top turnbuckle and Bayley stomped on Lynch while she was upside down against the turnbuckle. Bayley mocked Lynch and said she was the role model. Bayley hit the rose plant on Lynch on the steel grating between the 2 rings and got a 2 count because Asuka broke it up. Sky climbed the cage, but Belair grabbed her. Kai used a trash can to Asuka's back as a bunch of women went up the turnbuckle. Cross hit Belair with a kendo stick to stop the spot out of the corner. Cross hit Bliss with the neckbreaker off the ropes, then Asuka/Kai went crashing to the mat and Belair caught Bayley with a rough powerbomb, but I think Bayley was okay. Sky went up top and Sky hit a moonsault onto Belair and Yim, who were standing in the ring. Sky has done that in War Games before. Referee Eddie Arango checked on Belair, who landed in an awkward position on her right leg. I hope she's okay. Cross grabbed some black handcuffs and cuffed the left hand of Bliss with Cross shouting, "You think I forgot?" Since they used to be partners. Cross tried to handcuff Bliss to the cage, but Bliss ended up handcuffing herself to Cross instead. Bliss had Cross on her shoulder and fell back onto a trash can with Bliss taking most of that bump. Asuka and Ripley faced off with Ripley launching Asuka into the steel cage. Yim fought with Ripley in the near ring. Yim countered a Ripley power move and went on Ripley's back, but Ripley ran Yim into a ladder against the turnbuckle. That split the ladder in half. It looked like Belair was okay after the rough landing on her knee as Belair and Lynch fought with Bayley, Sky, and Kai. Belair gave Bayley a spinebuster onto a trash can. Belair tried a KOD on Kai, but Kai landed on her feet and Lynch hit a manhandle slam on Kai. Belair hit a KOD on Sky. Lynch and Belair set up a table in the corner by the turnbuckle. Kai and Sky were set up on the table. Lynch went up the cage and Belair gave Bayley a KOD into the cage. Lynch was on the top of the cage on the platform. Becky Lynch hit a leg drop off the top onto Kai/Sky through a table and Lynch pinned Kai for the win. It went 39-40. Analysis: this was a very good match as usual for most WarGames matches. The ending of the match was all about the dominance of Lynch and Belair taking care of damage control easily with Lynch hitting the leg drop/splash off the top for the big table spot to end it. The fans were chanting for a table the whole time, so you might as well use it for the finish. I thought they could have done a better job with near falls and some near submissions to make it look like people were trying to win. There were a few of them, but I would have liked to see more. I'm glad Belair was able to finish the match because her knee was twisted on that moonsault from Sky, so it's good to see was okay to win the match. I picked the heel team to win because I thought they would want Ripley to come out of this looking very strong, but going with Lynch winning is an understandable decision since she's back after 4 months off. The Belair/Lynch team celebrated the win. The fans liked that. A video aired about Brock Lesnar. They showed some highlights from SmackDown last night when Sami Zayn lied to Jey Uso saying he didn't talk to anybody even though Jey overheard Sami talking to Kevin Owens. They showed the end of the main event of SmackDown as well. Roman Reigns was shown in the locker room with Paul Heyman sitting in the background with the 2 titles. Jey Uso went into the room and sat with Roman on the couch. Jey said that Sami Zayn was the reason they lost on SmackDown and Sami lied to his face after he talked to Owens. Jey said the reason he didn't take Zayn out is because Reigns didn't give the order. Jey wondered what they would do. Reigns told Jey to be the right-hand man while Roman will be the tribal chief and handle everything else. Reigns said he'll look him, Zayn, in the eyes, man to man and he will know if he's telling the truth and where his loyalties lie. Reigns told Jey to focus on tonight. They touched knuckles to end it. Heyman looked on at Reigns in the background. Reigns told Heyman to get Zayn. So Heyman called Sami Zayn and it ended. Analysis: that was a smart way to follow up on what happened on SmackDown while teasing a conversation with Reigns and Zayn still to come. I really liked how Reigns explained himself to Jey regarding the Zayn situation while telling Jey to focus on the match. A commercial aired for some video game that I didn't pay attention to. Sorry. No time for games in my life anymore. There was a video package for the AJ Styles Finn Balor match up next. The Judgment Day's Finn Balor made his entrance with Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio. No Rhea Ripley since she was just in a match. Balor had a black mask on his face as he walked down to the ring to look more intimidating. Cole trashed Dominic for the pathetic assault on Thanksgiving and Ray told Cole that he is heartbroken. Balor handed Dominic the mask as he entered the ring. The OC's AJ Styles made his entrance joined by Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. A pretty good reaction for Styles as the face in the match. Cole mentioned the Bullet Club group and how Balor/Styles were members in that group in NJPW. It's rare to hear NJPW talk, but that's where we are in today's WWE. AJ Styles, W/Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, versus Finn Balor, W/Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio. They were wrestling in the far ring so it was the one closer to the announcer's table. Styles was aggressive early on with a kick to Balor's left leg followed by more kicks to the leg. Styles wrenched Balor's leg into the mat. Styles hit a backbreaker. Balor got some offense going after he knocked down Styles followed by some knee drops to the chest. Balor sent Styles into the turnbuckle, then a hard chop and Balor hit his own backbreaker. Styles ran at Balor leading to a sunset flip and Balor slipped out of it leading to a basement dropkick. Balor applied the abdominal stretch, then he sent Styles into the ropes and a kidney shot to the ribs. Styles with punches, but Balor applied an abdominal stretch again. Styles with a snapmare followed by a running forearm. Styles hit a corner clothesline and a slam off the shoulder into a backbreaker for 2. Balor avoided a Styles clash, then Styles to the apron and Styles blocked a kick leading to a leg whip across the second rope as Balor continued to deal with a left leg injury. Priest distracted the referee, so Dominic tripped up Styles on the apron. Gallows punched Dominic on the floor, leading to the four guys on the floor getting into a brawl. Gallows dumped Priest over the barricade and they left fighting. Dominic tossed Anderson over the barricade. Styles punched Dominic and threw him over the barricade. Anderson went fight with Dominic to the back, so there was nobody at ringside anymore. Balor and Styles each got pin attempts, then they exchanged some moves and Balor hit a sling blade neckbreaker. Balor charged, but Styles hit a jumping kick to the head and Styles suplexed Balor into the turnbuckle for 2. Balor came back with a double foot stomp to keep Styles down. Balor stomped on Styles as he continued on offense. Styles got back up, he hit the strikes to the body and they did some counters leading to Balor hitting the reverse DDT/elbow drop combination. Balor had some visible scars on his lower back. Balor teased a Styles clash, but Styles grabbed the leg leading to Styles applying the calf crusher submission. Styles with a Pele kick, but Balor came back with a jumping kick of his own and they were both down as the fans cheered. Styles sent Balor into the corner followed by a clothesline. Styles charged, Balor sent him to the apron and Styles launched over the top, but Balor caught him leading to double knees to the ribs. Balor with a slam off the shoulders into the knee. Balor wanted a lifting slam, Styles back on his feet, Styles with a back elbow and Styles backflipped off the ropes leading to a reverse DDT for 2. Styles went up top, he jumped off with a splash, BTU Balor moved and Balor dropkicked Styles into the turnbuckle. Balor was selling the left knee injury as he went up top. Balor jumped off the top with a coup de grace attempt, Styles moved out of the way and Styles applied the calf crusher submission. Balor teased tapping out, Styles wrenched back some more and Balor slammed AJ's head into the mat repeatedly to break the hold. They were both down selling again until they slowly got back up. Balor and Styles exchanged punches, then some chops and Styles hit a step-up and ziggurat kick. Balor with a jumping kick to the head, Styles with a forearm and Styles hit a phenomenal forearm for the pinfall win for victory at 18:25. Winner by pinfall, AJ Styles. Analysis: 3/4 It was a terrific match between two talented veterans that know what they are doing out there. I don't know if most people expected a clean match for the most part, but when the OC and Judgment Day guys went brawling to the back it set up the scenario for the clean finish. Styles working on the knee from the beginning played a factor throughout the match, including the long calf crusher spot where Styles nearly won. I actually thought Balor would kick out of that phenomenal forearm by Styles, but he didn't and that led to Styles getting the clean win. I thought that Styles needed this win, I picked him and I'm glad he got the win. Balor should be fine losing a match like that. There was a commercial for the Royal Rumble in San Antonio on Saturday, January 28th. That's the next main roster PLE. 2 months away. A video aired about Liv Morgan. The reason that videos like this air is because on the Peacock version with ads, they are airing ads at this point, so for the rest of us we get these videos about various wrestlers. There was a video message from Ozzy Osbourne plugging his new album Patient Number 9 and told us to turn up the effin' volume. That's Ozzy. There was a video package about the SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey and challenger Shotzi, who earned the title shot on SmackDown. SmackDown Women's Championship, Ronda Rousey, W/Shayna Baszler, versus Shotzi. They were wrestling in the near ring. I missed the entrances due to taking a break. Rousey grabbed Shotzi in an ankle lock right away. Shotzi managed to send Rousey into the corner and Shotzi hit a running attack in the corner. Baszler shoved Rousey out of the way leading to Shotzi hitting a suicide dive onto Baszler. Shotzi sent Rousey into the steel steps. Shotzi with punches, Shotzi knocked Baszler off the apron and Shotzi knocked Rousey down with a clothesline. Shotzi jumped off the top with something, but Rousey countered with a slam. Rousey shouted, "I can beat you with my feet." Shotzi blocked a kick and stomped Rousey along with a leg drop attempt, but Rousey blocked it while trapping Shotzi's legs. Rousey grabbed the leg, Shotzi got an enziguri kick and Rousey rolled through leading to a submission pulling on Shotzi. The fans were chanting "We want Sasha" for a bit as Rousey pounded on Baszler. They did a spot by the apron where Shotzi knocked Rousey down. Shotzi tried a DDT on the apron, but there was a slip and it wasn't a smooth move. Shotzi kicked Baszler and hit the sliced bread neckbreaker on the floor. Shotzi flipped Rousey over the barricade and gave Baszler a back body drop over the barricade. Shotzi gave Rousey and Baszler a crossbody block onto a few fans sitting in the front row, so that was likely a spot with some indie wrestlers. This could have been a countout, but there was a very slow count by the referee. Back in the ring, Shotzi went up top and Rousey gave her an armbar takedown off the top for a 2 count. Rousey had Shotzi on her shoulders leading to the Piper's Pit Slam. Rousey applied the armbar on the left arm, Shotzi tapped out and that was it at 7:15. Winner by submission, Ronda Rousey? Analysis: 1/4 This was just an average match that was lacking crowd interest. They were chanting for Sasha Banks briefly instead of caring about Shotzi being in this match. That's not a shot at Shotzi. She just isn't at a top level right now, so it's tough to really take her seriously as a threat to Rousey. I don't really like doing the spot in the crowd where they left the ring for about a minute and then there was a slow count, but I get wanting to do a high spot. Anyway, Rousey winning in under 10 minutes is what I expected. The most predictable match on the show for sure. There was a commercial about WrestleMania. It was back to the locker room of Roman Reigns with Sami Zayn sitting down to talk to the tribal chief. Reigns asked Zayn if he talked to Kevin Owens. Zayn admitted that he did. Reigns asked why did Zayn lie to Jay? Zayn said he withheld information. He lied to Jay because he had a huge match and the advantage to tonight's match was on the line. Zayn said that Jay already had trouble trusting Zayn and Zayn didn't want to put that on his plate. Zayn said he didn't talk to Owens, it was Owens talking to him. Zayn said he listened, Owens left and that was the truth. Reigns asked what Owens said. Reigns doesn't watch SmackDown, I guess. Zayn said that Owens said that Zayn should turn on the bloodline before the bloodline turned on Zayn. Reigns said that this is his family, this is blood and he needs Zayn to look Reigns in the eyes and need to know if Zayn is with them or if Zayn will stab them in the back. Zayn said that he is with them. Zayn said that there are 5 people in the whole planet that are allowed to walk into this room and Zayn ran them down while saying that's not lost on him because it means the world to him. Zayn said that Reigns took him into this family. Zayn said he will not let him down tonight or any night because Zayn is with the bloodline. Reigns had a long stare down looking at Zayn. Reigns stood up, told Zayn to get up and Reigns said, let's do it. Reigns hugged Zayn to show they are together. As they hugged, Reigns had a bit of a concerned look on his face. Analysis: that was good. Another necessary segment to continue building to the main event later in the show. The ending look by Reigns teases that maybe there is something that will happen later, but maybe not. We will find out in the main event. The entrances took place for the US title match with Bobby Lashley up first to a good reaction while Austin Theory was booed for his entrance. The US champion Seth Rollins got a big ovation with the fans singing along with his theme song as usual.